Hello guys, welcome to the new video. It's officially day 38 of using 50,000 capital for the 50 trading days. So on the Friday itself, I had been carrying around 20,900 PE as I had showed you in the previous video. And with respect to that, I started adding, early morning we saw like, Nifty opened slightly, almost like 6 points gap up around like flattish opening around in this zone, and then in the first candle itself we saw like a pretty huge wick at the bottom. I don't know, there was some whipsaw, and then again Nifty made an a high almost similar to the Friday's high, which was around 20,000 7 or 8 on the Friday, and today it was around 20,000 or 20,108 something. Let me clear this. So if you see here, exactly at this point we have 21,005, and today's high early morning, if you see, it was around 20,000 21,020. So with respect to that, there was some volatility whipsaws, and there were like a lot of after up move of two candles, and then there was a huge, simultaneously, if you see the patterns, exactly what I'm trying to say is, concentrate on this candle, these two candles. We saw a green candle, and then this next candle was a huge whipsaw wherein all the gains from this was nullified in this candle. Similarly here there were two green candles, and important thing is that with respect to this high, the previous next candle's high was not able to take, and with respect to that, after these two candles, and then there was a huge sell off candle. With respect to that, if you see the on a 5 minute time frame basis, early morning I saw this pattern being formed on a 5 minute time frame basis. Nifty was consolidating in this triangular pattern, and then there was a fake breakout kind of thing wherein Nifty again went on to 21,000 100 and some 120 odd levels, and then from there we saw a huge sell off with respect to that. So with that aspect, I had entered in. If I show you the order history over here, if you see, I started buying 20,900 PEs for this weekly expiry, and I was able to I executed my trade in this candle itself, wherein I saw multiple times, like in this candle I was seeing profit, but I was not able to execute because of the volatility that created. And then exactly in this sell off, I squared off my position, and I was able to gain a good profit. Even though while executing my trades, I was not able to capture the entire profit. However, I was able to. By the time I was exiting the trades, it was showing around 11,000 some 500 or something odd. But by the time I execute my trade with the current market price, I was able to get around only 8,500. So the capital that I used for was around 48,000 for this trade, and the overall profit that I gained was around 8,000 something. So with the current position, if you see over here, I have for the monthly December monthly contract, I have 21,000 PE, around 300 quantities, wherein exactly six lots. So I'll be checking with respect to this. I'll be like, this is a positional trade. However, if I see some minute whipsaws, and I see, because exactly if you see in the Nifty's today's price action, the Nifty is in the pretty much sideways momentum on 21,100 on the higher side, and 20,000 970 to 960 is the zone wherein there is a lot of support. And then unless and until the Nifty takes out the on the higher side the resistance of 21,100, and if it sustains there 5 to 15 minutes, there should be a sustenance with respect to that. And even on the lower side, around 20,960 to 970 is important level. And if Nifty is able to sustain below this level, we can see a crackdown. If I move on to a higher time frame basis, one hourly time frame basis, if you see, let me take to the, see, on a 1 hour time frame basis, it is pretty much sideways momentum. Even with respect to, if you see, let me draw this trend line which is being formed at this point. Let me clearly attach this. If you see, there is a trend line being formed over here, and even on the top, if I connect these dot lines, this is a channel pattern. Like on the incline basis, if you see, the Nifty is consolidating in this zone and taking support at this bottom point, and at the higher side there is a lot of resistance with respect to that. Even today the high was almost taking resistance at this point along this trend line on hourly basis. So unless and until we see either side breakdown on hourly time frame basis, like if you are doing on an intraday basis, you can go ahead within 15 minutes or 5 minute time frame basis. But for positional basis, with respect to this, I had analyzed the trade, and With this logic I am holding it. My intuition is that, like, if I see a Nifty breaking down, and then if it is taking resistance at this point, and then again I'll start adding my position, quantities with the current position. So I'll be updating about that. However, this is the logic that I'll be looking after for the tomorrow session or the after tomorrow session. So 21,100 on the higher side, and 21,960 to 970 levels to on the support side on the below side, and on the higher side as a resistance, which is 21,100. So that's it for today's video, and I'll be updating about the trades that I'll be taking tomorrow's session. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.